Alright everybody, this is Rob back with a new video for everyone, and today's video is a slight departure from my usual videos, but it is a video that I want to do, that I should do, that I have to do, and it's about my favorite game series of all time, Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear, and my favorite game developer, director, Hideo Kojima. And I adore this series more than any other series out there. I adore these games. I adore the characters more than any other. It just speaks to me as an individual more than anything I've ever played, and I cannot begin to express the love I have for this series. There is a lot of wrongs in this series, but there is a lot of damn rights. It's confusing. It is deep. It is filled with messages, and I love all of it, but I understand why some people don't. But this video as a whole is going to be me talking over and commentating over what is to be, and will be Hideo Kojima's final ever Metal Gear Solid directed trailer. And this is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain more specifically, and it'll just be me commentating over it, giving my first impressions, my initial reactions, my maybe analysis. When the trailer ends, we'll probably go back, look at separate parts, talk more in depth about what I think is going on, and then after that I'll probably wrap up with a brief summary, with a brief discussion about the series as a whole, what it's really meant to me, what it really means for gaming, and yeah, that's what it's going to be, because I was planning to do a chronological playthrough on my channel of every Metal Gear game, more specifically Hideo Kojima's games, and I never got around to it because life has just been in the way, and I'm very sorry about that there. And the Phantom Pain's coming out next week, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that game right now because of everything that's going on, but I will be doing them eventually, and it will happen. It would be a crime for it not to happen on my channel, given the fact that I love it more than anything, so we will be doing it. But in the meantime, I want to give this video to you guys, my subscribers. I want to give it to my Metal Gear fans. I want to give it to everybody that loves this series and who watches me, and for whatever other reason. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch this and see what happens. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the final Metal Gear Solid Hideo Kojima directed trailer. So I'll just be talking over it. Skullface, XOF, Mother Base. This is just basically Ground Zeroes, the Skullface destroying the boss who he was, who you believed he was. This is Ground Zeroes. Oh, it is Solid Snake, Shades of MGS1. Yep, there it is, Metal Gear Solid. Awesome, awesome. This is the game that started my love for the series. I know about Metal Gear 1 and 2, but this was the game that started my love for the games. Metal Gear Rex, yep. Sniper Wolf and Otacon. My favorite game of all time, MGS2. Filled with just depth and meaning that goes over so many people's heads. My favorite Metal Gear of all time, Metal Gear Ray. What a game. MGS3, the start of the boss, big boss, his descent, his loss of everything. This is where it all began. Oh, that's an interesting scene right there. I won't say just yet, but that's very interesting. Solid Snake. My least favorite game in the series, but still has its moments. This seems to be Quiet's theme over the Sins of the Father. That'll probably be an MGS5. Peace Walker, phenomenal game. Not a lot of people have played this one. Most people probably have now because of MGS5, but there's Pass. Oh my goodness, it is Snake from MGS3 in the Fox engine. That is fantastic. Butterflies. Oh, I'm getting so many feels right now. It's Ground Zero's boss. That's Venom, Punished Snake. What the fuck is this? That looks like somebody. I'm not gonna say it looks like. What the? Ah! What the fuck? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! My fucking theories are going crazy. Oh my god! Was that who we think it was? I think it was. Who is this? Zeke? Some variation of Zeke chasing the boss. Big boss. Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh my goodness, what did I just see with Skullface? I need to. I can't right now. I'll just let it play and then we'll go over it. Man, that thing looks fucking terrifying. Those big. What the fuck? It's standing upright. The ultimate scale. It's standing upright. Oh my goodness. What the fuck is going on right now? Evolution. Oh my goodness. That thing looks monstrous. Looks terrifying. The ultimate Metal Gear. Metal Gear Salanthropus. Okay. Oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? From 0 to what the fuck is going on? The missing link to complete the saga. Oh my goodness. Miller. Huey. The whole crowd. Oh my god. Guys, what the fuck is going on? I'm sorry for swearing, but my goodness. Are we done? Oh my goodness. That 5 minutes just flew by, didn't it? Oh. Okay. I have so much to talk about right now. From what I just seen, I have a lot of connections in my head that I need to make and I can't think. Oh. Let's break it down, shall we? Let's break this down. Oh, okay. Alright, the start there. Let's mute this so we don't have to listen. Even though the audio was fucking great, that whole upright thing there, the sound was fantastic. Okay, so we had the start here of the very first thing we seen was Skullface, and we seen the destruction of Mother Base. Kind of. Oh my goodness, yeah. We've seen the destruction of Mother Base, the XOF, the kind of mirroring between him and Big Boss, the loss of bosses, everything here, the symbolism. Paz, she's gone, blown up. There he goes, he's being burnt alive. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of where it started for me. Kind of had the Ground Zeroes part there, which is a bit weird, and then we cut to this here, and this first segment here just paid homage to the series, to all the games, except for Metal Gear 1 and 2, they weren't there, but all the other ones were. So yeah, paid homage here. Okay, yeah, I've just connected some things here. So the theme of this, all the theme of this here is evolution. Okay, this is what I think, so don't take my word for it. This is just my interpretation of it's evolution. I say that for a few reasons. We get this cut here, this supercut of all the Metal Gear games. We see all the previous incarnations of Metal Gear. So we get Rex, we get Zeke, we get Ray. Yeah, transformation, evolution, total theme here. So you get that. It shows the evolution of the series, and then you go to you go to the boss, the big boss, transforming into Skullface. I'll talk more about that in a minute. That's evolution. Then we see the new Metal Gear Sahelanthropus, I think it was, or something like that there. Again, if you know about evolution, if you know about our early ancestors, that's something to do with previous incarnations of humans. So you got Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, that kind of thing, that kind of theme. And there's always been a missing link in terms of evolution, our own evolution. There has been a missing link. No one knows what it is yet. We think there's a missing link anyways. We thought monkeys were, we thought apes were the missing link or something before. I'm not really sure. And this whole standing upright is again a nod to the theme of evolution, because we went from crawling on all fours to standing upright is what we believe. And I guarantee, I haven't looked it up, I guarantee there's something in that name, the Metal Gear Sahelanthropus, or there's something like that. There's a standing upright or something like that there. So the whole standing upright is a nod, a theme to evolution, to transformation. This is a massive theme in the Phantom Pain: transformation, evolution. So this whole entire trailer is that's the core theme I get here. There's a nod to the games and its history, but for sure it's about evolution and transformation. So there's that. Yeah, so we get a nod to the series here. We get nods to all the previous games. I could talk about each of these games in length and in depth. I will not do that today. I will save that for possibly another video, for a roundtable with some friends who love the series also. But yes, we get a nod here, and oh goodness. So yeah, we can see the transformation. If you look at the Metal Gears, you got the Shigo HUD. It's kind of it's down all fours. It's kind of doing things. Zeke was kind of evolving at one point, and then you get the standing upright. Now what happens when you get standing upright things? You get Metal Gear Rex, you get Ray, evolution. So that's for sure what's happening in this trailer. That's why these scenes are in here. That's why all the Metal Gears. Okay, this scene, my god, let's talk about this. Hold up. What was I saying about the evolution thing? Yeah, you could see all the Metal Gear's names there. You got Max, Rex, Ray, and whatever. That was done deliberately to talk about the theme of evolution and transformation, without a doubt, in my mind. Again, it's my opinion, so don't take it with a grain of salt. This scene here is, Jesus, this is such a fiddle. It's such a mindfucker. This is at the end of Metal Gear Solid 5, not 5, sorry, Metal Gear Solid 3, where Naked Snake kills the boss and becomes Big Boss. And if any fans remember, if they go back to Metal Gear Solid 4, they will indeed hear the boss at the end, or Big Boss at the end, saying, "The day I killed the boss with my own bare hands, or my own two hands, I was already dead." And what happens when you die? You decompose. What happens when you decompose? Your skeleton shows. Okay, something like this. This is, my theories, whatever. This, what does this look like right now? A skull on his face. I don't think this is in any way an accident. Mr. Kojima is trolling the fuck out of us right now. Skull face. Okay, skull face. And then right after this, we have the graveside of the boss. Now when you take those two scenes together, you get Skullface, you get him killing the boss, which is the day that he lost hope, the day that he died, the day that he became empty. He started to lose things. He became a phantom, okay? This is what I think anyway. He became a phantom. Yeah, this... Then we get Metal Gear Solid 4 cuts in here for some strange reason, maybe just chronologically. Again, it's chronological, so we have to put them together. So it goes from chronological to series. Again, it's a nod, it's going to the theme of evolution, so there's that. But also there's this evolution and transformation, again with the boss. So that's what you get here. It's just nodding to that there in chronological order. Evolution. But then you get what is the most telling of, or the most mind-fucking of all. We can just skip this chronological bit because we kind of know what it means. It means evolution. Transformation. We get that. This. Okay. This is where it all goes pear-shaped. So if you take those two scenes that I talked about before, the graveside, and you talk about the zombie face paint, and you take this and you cut it together, you get the theme of transformation, you get the theme of loss, you get the theme of phantom. Okay, so here you have, rendered in the Fox engine, Big Boss as he was in Metal Gear Solid 3 with the sneaking suit, the bandana. The bandana looks a bit big, the eye patch looks a bit big. I don't really, kind of looks off here, but this is him. This is where he started. This is where he began to descend into who he is now. So we got the righteous, the loyal to the end, the follow the top brass, the unjaded Big Boss. He followed the will of the leader. And then what else do we got here? Yes, these. Okay. This again just screams evolution and transformation. Butterflies. If you looked at Peace Walker, these were a very heavy theme in them as well. Butterflies represent what? Change, transformation, metamorphosis, cocoon into butterfly. Butterfly usually signifies something more beautiful, but in this case it means change. It means, I don't really know what the colors specifically mean at this moment because I can't really think straight, but yes, transformation here. This is to me, this is what this whole theme is here. Transformation, metamorphosis, and boom, you get his sneaking suit. That looks awesome in this engine. And you get Ground Zero, Snake. This is where it all goes a bit wrong. Peace Walker Snake, I didn't see him in here. Peace Walker Snake, there's a lot that happens there in terms of him leaving the boss behind. You know, a lot of messages there, but forget about that for now. We'll just focus on what we got. So he changes. This is where he gets, he loses his sense of self here. He loses everything, his arms, and then this is where he starts to go crazy. Partially, I think he starts to, the craziness is due to, I think, what he's lost, what people have done to him, i.e. Miller, i.e. the government, i.e. his country, his comrades, everything. He's lost his arm. He's lost his sense of self. He is becoming nothing. He's becoming a ghost. He's becoming a phantom. So there's that, and also his craziness is also attributed to that thing sticking out of his head. Shrapnel, I believe. I think it's shrapnel. But this may not even be here at all. This could be part of his craziness, but it may be there. It probably is. So if it is, a shrapnel is lodged in his brain, it could be messing with his brain, thus making him crazy, thus making him just incapable of rational thought at times, moments of temporary psychosis or or other things like that. So we have him transformed here into Venom Snake, Punish Snake, Revenge Snake. He wants retribution. He doesn't care anymore. He's killing everyone. He's losing himself. He's going crazy. He doesn't know what's happening. He's just descending. He's going into madness, okay? This is what I think's going on here. Transformation. All this theme here. Transformation, transformation. Boom. Then he goes nuclear. This is it. This is the straw broke the camel's back. He has found something out. Something's happened here. Boom. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Fuck the world. Fuck everything. I am done with trying to help others, trying to help anything else. Nothing matters anymore. I'm doing it my way. Outer heaven. Outer heaven. We're going my way. Fuck everyone else. They're dead to me. This is what's happening here, I think. And then the most telling of all of them. Oh, sweet Jesus. Skullface. Okay. I look at this two ways, okay? I look at this two ways. Metaphorically and literally. If you look at it metaphorically, with all the stuff that I just said about the zombie face paint, the fact that he has a skull face in the zombie face paint when he kills the boss, he is becoming Skullface. Metaphorically speaking, in terms of Skullface is the physical embodiment, the manifestation of the big boss's psyche, in terms of his madness, in terms of his lack of caring, in terms of his evilness, his out and out badness. That's what Skullface represents in this game. It's a duality. It is a mirror effect. You see it all the time with XOF and Fox. XOF is Fox backwards. Mirroring effect. You see it in Ground Zeroes with the mirrors. Skullface uses the mirrors. You see it in many other instances. It's a mirroring effect. They are one in the same. They are a reflection of one another. Now, if this is metaphorically speaking, that's good. If it's literally speaking, it's a mindfuck as well. Because if it's literally speaking, what this part here is trying to say is, Big Boss is Skullface. And if that's the case, the fucking theories is going to go wild here, because obviously Kojima is trolling the fuck out of us here and giving the whole theme of transformation, metamorphosis. Either he is Skullface, they're one and the same people, or again, as I said, Skullface is the representation of the boss, his death of everything. He's becoming a skull. He's losing everything as Skullface has lost everything. So, absolute, categorically 100%, he's a representation of the boss and his psyche. Now, whether he is a separate person, whether he is real or not, is really not the point, I don't think. It's really the message of who he's supposed to represent and what he represents, and indeed what he represents is the boss's death of his sense of self, his goodness, his righteousness, his loyalty, his everything. This is outer heaven right here. This is a picture of outer heaven. This is the boss in his maddened state. This is the boss, Big Boss, in his out and out madness. And yes, this is outer heaven in a picture to me. Snake's outer heaven anyway. So you could take it, as I said, you could take it one or two ways, literally or metaphorically. Either way, it's great. And fuck me, the theme of transformation here, the theme of evolution, just fits it all. It fits it so perfectly. It's so directed. This has to be the theme of the trailer for sure. So yes. And then apart from that, really, I think we've gone over everything else. You get these, yeah, you get, again, you get what we thought was Zeke, but it's not. A variation of Zeke, the missing link standing upright. It is a new Metal Gear, right? So it stands upright. It fits in with the theme of evolution, human evolution, because when things started standing upright, they evolve, that kind of thing. So that fits that whole theme, that whole concept. And again, I don't, there was a specific point here I wanted to say when the thing brought out the whipping flame sword. Where are we? Yes, this whole scene here, I personally believe, where are we? Boom, here we go. I personally believe, because of these spikes, this is an hallucination, only due to the fact that we don't know, really. But you got the shrapnel in his head, it causes hallucinations. And we see in a previous trailer that his snake is running away from these spikes. Now, whether they are real or not is up for debate. I personally don't believe they are. I think these spikes appear in cases that the boss is going into psychosis or hallucinations. Thus, I believe this whole scene might indeed be imagined or hallucinated. But then again, it may not be. Or parts of it may be. Because he's going crazy or he's going insane. But yes, that's really it, guys. That's the trailer. Oh no, we have here, don't we? Yes, we have what appears to be mostly the whole crew. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got the whole crew here. Huey, Otacon's dad. He seems to be walking in his robot legs. Then we got Miller, Kazuhira, McDonald Miller. We have him. So many people have thought this guy is a new character, and I have facepalm. Oh my god, please stop. This is Miller. He is just wearing his revenge costume, shall we say. He's lost his arm, he's lost his leg. He is bitter, he is angry, he is fed up. And these two are going to have a big falling out in the Phantom Pain, I believe. They're gonna come to heads, they're gonna come to blows, it's all gonna go crazy. So yes, we have him. He done the boss over in Peace Walker. If you don't know, he done him over working with Zero, apparently. And then you got the boss, the big boss. I will say the boss, I just twisted the tongue. Big boss. And you got the arm, and then behind him you have Quiet in the background here. And you have two soldiers there. Oh, hold up. Yeah, you have two soldiers. You have two Diamond Dog recruits. You have Quiet. Not much to say about Quiet. You have DD there. And who is this? Eli. What is Eli doing here? Oh goodness. Last time we seen Eli, he was attacking the boss. Big boss. So, oh my goodness. So that's it. And then what do you have at the end? Outer Heaven. Of course you have Outer Heaven. The whole theme of transformation. Heaven and hell. Outer Heaven. Oh. Guys. That was fantastic. As you can see, I kind of just went off on a tangent, and I'm really sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. My mind's just racing right now. My thoughts are racing. I feel like I analyzed that quite well. I don't think I really left anything out there. There was the key points there to take away was just the theme of evolution and change, transformation. Again, with the Metal Gears, you can see it with the name of the Metal Gear. I forget the name now, but a weird name that links to our own human evolution and our species. When things start walking upright, sign of evolution, yada yada. Evolution, that's one theme. Other theme is transformation. You can see that absolutely with again with the Metal Gears throughout the series. Everything's evolving, it's changing. And the big boss at the graveside with the skull face paint on, zombie face paint, symbolizes death of his former self into his new self, and finally into Skullface. Whether that is metaphorical or literal, I will leave you to decide, and we'll see what happens in the game. The butterflies, transformation. Yes, so the core theme of this for sure is transformation. Core theme of the game, I believe, is transformation, evolution. That's pretty much sums it up. That was very good. I don't like talking about trailers when they first come out, because the hype train stuff, you think things are amazing right away and they turn out not to be. But on the whole, I believe that trailer was very well made. It's paid homage to the previous games while tying in with the core theme of the game. That was fantastic. Nothing wrong there. What a trailer to end on, right? Okay. What do I want to talk about here? Kind of give a brief summary there. I just want to take maybe a couple of minutes to say what this game means to me on a personal level, on an individual level. I don't know. This whole thing's really bittersweet for me. It's sweet in the fact that we get a new Metal Gear game, and we haven't had one in a long time. That it's probably going to be the greatest Metal Gear game of the series. Maybe not like 2. 2's just fantastic story-wise, like with meaning and symbology and all that. But still, this is absolutely up there. In terms of mechanics and gameplay, it's for sure the best, from what I've seen. So we get all that. We get a great story, the facial captures, Kiefer, we get all that. It's great. At the same time, it's the last ever Hideo Kojima Metal Gear game, more than likely. He said it in the past and stuff, and there's always been room to expand and explore. So never say never, but he's getting old, guys, and that whole Konami fallout, I can't see it happening anymore. So his saga is more than likely over, and this is it. This is the end to his saga. This is the last hurrah. This is the raise your glasses. One more for the road, guys. This is it. And that makes me very sad. The reason it makes me sad is because, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, there has never been a game that has captured the cinematic experience in a format of a game like this. It's unparalleled. There's nothing comes close. Nothing. This is the game I look at. If someone says to me, gaming is stupid, gaming is for children, gaming is not something to be taken seriously, I would show them this. I would show them this series. And yes, there are stupid things in this series. The story is bad in some points, as with every game. But on the whole, this represents to me what a game should be. Amazing storytelling. Great mechanics and gameplay. You have to work to understand it. It shouldn't be spoon-fed to you. So many games today are just spoon-fed nonsense, in my opinion. Go from point A to point B, do this, do that, haha, the game's over, right? It's boring. We don't like that. Gamers don't like that, right? Some games are fine, you know. First-person shooters or whatever, a bit of mindless fun. That's great. No, I'm not taking away from any of that, because I enjoy it too. I play Counter-Strike. I play all those games. You know, whatever. But games like this just take it to a whole new level. They really make the medium of what games are. They put it on a higher plateau to me, and it's like I can't really in words put what I'm trying to say, because it's almost indescribable, the kind of feelings that games like this give me and a lot of other people. You connect on such a level where you truly appreciate. I look at this as a patron, as a connoisseur of, I see it as art, right? Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. I know that sounds really stupidly facetious, and it sounds really what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. It sounds really pretentious. There we go. Sounds really pretentious, but honestly, I'm not trying to be pretentious. I'm just trying to say that, you know, the way people look at paintings, or the way people look at animals in the wild or something like that, you see the beauty in things. And I look at Metal Gear and I see the beauty of what games can be, and what they can make you feel, and what they can give you as a little disc you put in your console, or as a thing you download. And it's powerful. And there are a few games that can do that. You know, The Last of Us, Journey, a few other ones. But as a franchise and a series, none of them do it better than Metal Gear, in my opinion. Such complexity and depth in some of the games that you still don't know. Even to this day, you still really don't understand some of it. And that is fantastic to me. I love games that are done with love. I love games that are worked hard at. I love games that make you think and make you question and understand, and you have to work for to really understand and get it. That to me says that here is a developer, here is a creator that loves what they do. They love what they're doing. They want to tell the world something, and they want to do it in a way that they'll understand, and that and they're not treating their audience as children. Okay, and that's what I think. Like, I'm so jaded with today's gaming industry, and I won't really get into it too much because I'm not one of them people that goes off in tangents like this. But I will say that I'm not a fan of gaming today. I'm very jaded from gaming today. To me, the industry today, for the most part, with the exception of maybe indie development, but very much so AAA and most of the big publishers, I just look at them and I see an industry motivated by profit. And it's a business, and every industry is the same. We all need money. We all need to pay our bills. I so get it. There's nothing wrong with getting money, and people are willing to buy. I totally get it. But with that, you sacrifice love, and you sacrifice depth and complexity. That is such a great thing to experience in a game. It's unlike anything else, even in movies, even with music or paintings or anything else. You don't really get the same experience as you do with a game, because you're invested in a game, because you play it, you physically touch it, you experience it more than most other forms of media. And today's industry, just this game has it to points as well, with microtransactions. You got Steam Early Access, you got DLC, and that is to me a symptom of an industry that is just wants profit. And I'm not saying that there's not love in developers, and I'm not taking a shot at anyone, because I believe many developers and many publishers love their games, and they want to produce the best. I don't disagree, but for me, as a whole, I see this industry as it stands today as one of profit, and not one of love, and not one of innovation, and not one of pushing the boundaries and treating your audience as adults, even though some aren't adults, some are kids, of course. But not spoon feeding you, not holding your hand. That's what I'm trying to get at. And you can see that with such success as games like Dark Souls, okay? Why do you think that game's so popular to begin with? It's because it doesn't hold your hand. It's hard. You have to work for it. Gamers fucking love that. Gamers love to be thrown into things and they'll be like, work this shit out. We're not fucking holding your hand. Okay? Just do it. A lot of gamers love that, and that's why games like that have been so successful. And with games like that, and with games like Metal Gear, for example, like Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Peace Walker, you have to work. Optional dialogue, optional codex. You have to work hard at missions, right? You look at Peace Walker, for example. The true ending to Peace Walker, and I don't know if many people have got it, but if you play Peace Walker, so spoiler alert. If you play Peace Walker and you do all of them, the missions, side ops, you get the true ending to the game. And that is Miller talking on the phone with Zero about Big Boss. So he's in cahoots with Big Boss. No, he's in cahoots with Zero. Miller is in cahoots with Zero. And you do not find that out unless you work your ass off and grind away to get it. And then you look at Metal Gear Solid 2. All the extra dialogue and content and Easter eggs, the complexity of the game, all has to be found. You know, you could go through the entire game without knowing a lot of information, without you exploring and seeking it out. Same with Metal Gear Solid 3. And that to me shows a developer and a creator that they respect their audience, that they respect they respect their audience, and they respect the fact that we don't need our hands held, and that we should be working things out on our own, and we should be exploring those things. And when you do explore them, when you do work them out, the rewards are just so gratifying, and it makes for an overall amazing experience, which is why I love Metal Gear Solid. It's not just about the story and the gameplay, it's about those extra things. It's about working hard to get to some answers that you didn't think you get. And I guarantee that Metal Gear Solid 5, because there's going to be tapes in it, you're going to have to do exactly the same. You're going to have to work hard, you're going to have to look and find every piece of information that you can, and you'll be satisfied when you do. And it makes the story more whole and complex. So yeah, that's why I love this series, and again, that's why the industry to me today is just, I don't like it. I really don't. Some games I do love and stuff, but the industry as a whole just feels wrong to me today for that reason. And there's nothing wrong with it to some people, but for me it just feels wrong. And so for me, this game represents, with a few others, like I said, like The Last of Us, like Journey, and a few other games, represents somewhat of a, or The Witcher 3 as well, like a last bastion of people that respect their audience, people that have a love and want people to hear their message, and they're like, we love what we do, here is something that you can enjoy, and you have to work hard to reap the rewards, and we don't treat you as a child, we treat you as an adult. Let's do this. And that's why I love this series. And I love Hideo Kojima. His storytelling is second to none in terms of the video game genre. There are a few others, of course, but he is definitely one of them. And what he has created in terms of this franchise and this saga, his saga, is not as unlike anything I think we'll ever have again, because I don't know where gaming's gonna go. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad because this seems to be like one of the last hopes of that. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but it's a series that represents to me good gaming, even though there's some really bad points in it. I totally get that. So I'm not some kind of just fanboy who loves everything. I think Kojima has his faults, the game has its faults, as with everything, every art has its fault. But I'm just so sad that it's going to be over. I know that Kojima will do more games and stuff, and there'll be other developers coming up that will do some great things. I just never think we'll have this again, and I'm so glad, but so sad at the same time, that I'm here in the moment. The game's just a week away from release. We're here, we're experiencing it together, I've had the privilege to play all the games. I've had the privilege to watch the games. I've had all this time to absorb the information and really understand the series. Not completely, but enough to really understand the messages and the complexity of what creators like Kojima are trying to portray in their games. And with this game ends that in part, and it truly makes me sad that we'll probably never have anything like this again in terms of a series like this. We may do, so I wouldn't say never, but it's terribly bittersweet. We say goodbye to an amazing franchise, an amazing saga. Konami will probably take this series and not do well with it, but they might, and I hope they do. But I will not look at those games as Metal Gear Solid. I will look at them as a new game, because I find Kojima's saga, his 8 games, Metal Gear, anything else other than that I don't consider. And this trailer signifies the end of that. This game signifies the end of that, and it makes me sad. But I'm so happy to be able to experience it and to have all the information that I do, to have grown up with the game, to appreciate it, so I can go into this game and enjoy it. And in a way, it's kind of like, if you've ever seen like Toy Story 3, it's kind of like Andy. He grows up with his toys, and at the end he has to let them go, kind of thing. And I feel like, kind of like, personally with me with gaming, I'll always love games, but I'm at a point in my life where they're kind of taking a back seat. And this game for me was my childhood in a lot of ways. It was a representation of all those good things, and I've grown up with it, so I feel like this is part of me as well. And now that it's coming to an end, and it's very hard to grasp, and it's very sad, but at the same time it feels right, and it should happen. So yeah, there's not much more I can really say. I've rambled for the last hour on this, and I didn't really mean to, but I just want to say thanks to anyone who's watched this video. I want to say thanks to anyone who will watch this video, to my subscribers. I want to thank Hideo Kojima for making, in my mind, one of the greatest pieces of gaming ever. And it's something that will be talked about in terms of its complexity and its messages for a long time. And a personal message to him that it has not gone unnoticed. Your messages, your story, your themes, they are appreciated, they are respected, and this is coming from me. I understand and I totally get it. And I appreciate the effort and the work you and your team have put into this franchise and this series, and I'll be forever grateful knowing that this game has been a part of my life, because it is just, without a doubt, one of the greatest games I've ever played in a franchise. And there are many more great games out there, so I'm not speaking as a fanboy. This is just a fan of a love for a series that I don't see being replicated for a very long time, if at all. So thank you, Mr. Kojima, for that, and a thank you to Solid Snake and Big Boss and all the characters who have given me a great childhood, who have given me an appreciation for games that I didn't know I had, a way to see games as an art form like I haven't seen them before, a way to respect games from an adult perspective, from a deep, complex perspective that you actually have to think about, rather than just mindlessly bashing a controller and buttons from getting from point A to point B. That opened a whole new world to me that I never thought you could do in gaming. So those characters, the story, I just fell in love with them, and I'm sad that they're going to go, but they should go. And it's been one hell of a ride with all the characters, and you know, as paraphrasing Metal Gear 4, You know, Snake has earned his rest, and I think he truly has. Kojima has earned his rest with the series. I think we've all earned our rest. I think we've had a long time with it, and it's time to say goodbye to it. And I hope this game does it justice, and I think it will. And it's been a good ride, guys. It's been a fantastic time, a fantastic journey with the series, and I urge anyone who hasn't played the series to play it. Love it, engross yourself in it, be upset by it, be angry about it, do everything, because that's what good gaming is, that's what art is, and interpret it any way you like. So yeah, that's a good note to end on, I think. So thank you to the series, the characters, the creators, the fans, and so yeah, guys, that is all I have to say about it. My favorite series of all time. I can't wait to play on September 1st and enjoy it with everybody. I will be putting the entire series up on my YouTube at one point, so don't worry, it will happen. It'd be a crime for it not to happen. It just won't happen right now, I don't think, but it will happen. And this video is my tribute to that, as well as Kojima and the series as a whole. And there'll probably be more videos talking about each individual game with a round table, as I said before, but for right now, this is just me sitting in the dark with a microphone, reflecting on what an impact this series has given and has had for me. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful time playing this game on September 1st. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope to do more in the future. And one last salute to Big Boss, Solid Snake, all the characters, Mr. Kojima and his team. Thank you for giving me something that I have truly appreciated and will enjoy for a long, long time. And your hard work has not gone unnoticed. So salute to you. And with that, just one last thank you. This is Rob signing off, guys, and I will see you in the next one.